what we got? What is my bounties? And this is easy, okay. 30 board up windows, okay. This is easy. So we go to start game right there. So we go into here. We gotta board up some windows. This is real easy. Okay. So this is the easiest thing to do. Okay. Gotta wait, gotta wait, gotta wait, gotta wait. Okay. We go like this, turn this power on. And then you travel through. Those should disappear. All those zombies come over here. They should come right about here. They should respawn right here. Go past this. They should respawn. See? There. There. Okay, and then you go all the way over here. None of them broke the windows down, so you go all the way back. See how this spawn zombies come all the way back here. Right about here. They all should respawn over here, back in here. A couple of them should spawn right on that bridge. See? Come through real fast, real quick to see if this window's broke. No, not yet. This one's breaking right now. Okay, that one broke. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Despawn them. Right about here. Despawn. Right about there. Because I don't need them to actually spawn all the way over there. So I gotta despawn them. So I'll get them to move out of there. Yeah, like that. Okay, how many do I need? 35, 50? Yeah, I need. This would have been smoother when it comes down to that, but if I would just went to round 2 and just let it happen, round 2. I mean, 6 more windows. I mean, I could restart. Okay. Come on. 150 using a trap. You know, I'm not gonna say anything about that, so kind of like you can stop talking about that. Should be done, and there's the Willard one. Done and done with that one, and now are you ready for Infinite Warfare? PS5, Lee Ross just tweeted about it. Actually, no. Actually, it's not gonna be happening. If you look at your sources, you might tweet out on something stupidly. But if you look on, like, what were they talking about? Hold on. They were talking about Call of Duty, the prestige levels, like they were bringing it back from MW, from Call of Duty MW. What, 3 guns are making it back, so that's it? They're not going to bring back any other guns? Like, I can understand you're bringing the VPR or something, or some crappy other gun, which basically I could say is the VPR, not the VPR, what is it called? Oh, the stupid gun that they use on Black Ops 3, the Black Ops 4. Mostly they're bringing back all the guns that are so OP. They're not going to bring back the best of the best guns, you know, the guns that people usually use. What is that? The WMP, or what is it? No, wait, hold on. I'm trying to think of the one gun that they were using. Hold on. I heard that they are going to use the guns, like, to get people to buy their games. So they're going to use, like, the OP guns out of the whole situation. This Infinite Warfare is not going to happen. Lee Ross left this game alone after, I guess, he was going to take Jason Blundell's job. Jason Blundell was going to take someone else's job. They're all going to move up. You know, they were all going to do that. But Lee Ross left the studios and everything else. In part, I wish they would still have this one. I always say, I love this game. I wish they kept this game going. I wish this game would have actually kept on going. But I'm not going to buy the next Call of Duty game. I'm not going to buy the next Call of Duty whatsoever. I wouldn't recommend buying the next Call of Duty game, no matter, even if you think about it. It says Call of Duty, don't buy it. If you're really going for the campaign, you can wait a couple months before it goes on sale. Come on. Wait until it goes on sale. Wait until it's like 24 to 30 bucks. You can buy it. Like everybody comes in and starts talking about, oh, are you happy about the IW2 and everything else? IW2 won't happen. The only way IW will actually happen is if Ravenstall takes over every single thing. And Lee Ross does come back. I really don't see this happening. They can't make remakes of this game. They can't bring this back. This will not be on Xbox One or Xbox because of the characters. And if you think this will be a backwards compatible, no. This will not be a backwards compatible. The ACR was okay. Back in the day, the ACR was actually the well, ACR, which one? There was two versions of the ACR. There was the MW, and there was MW, what was it, the ACR 2.0. It was like, what? The ACR 2.0 was actually the best one. That was on MW3. So if you were talking about the ACR, MW3 had the better one. ACR 2, that wasn't. The only gun that I used on Black Ops 1 was the AUG, the AUG. The AUG I had like over 100 billion kills. I don't even know what it was. It was up there. It was way up there. Trying to think. It was up there. I mean, if I turn my PlayStation on right now, if I turn my PS3 on and took a screenshot of like all the kills I actually had on ACR and everything else, the AUG. I don't know, it was just out of the weirdness of you guys bringing that gun up. That probably showed a false tweet. What do you mean, false tweet? You might have seen the false tweet of it. Hold on. I was only just trying to get this to play a couple seconds of this game. I'm gonna be back live streaming next week. I'm gonna live stream next week really good. It's gonna be like, I know I took a break. I had personal business, personal things going on. I have tons of things going on in my life, and I want to come back to streaming. You guys were probably like, where the hell is this person not streaming? Why is this person not streaming? It's because right now, well, a couple weeks ago, I lost my grandma. I lost her. You know, situations happen in my life, which is happening, and you know, my whole downfall is my life. But I'm looking at the positive, not the negative. Never thinking of anything that's going to get you down. I will be back, don't worry. I will be back. Next week I will be back. You basically, okay, when it comes down to streaming video games or streaming this time, like, I didn't stream that much, okay, in August. I did stream on my birthday, but I wasn't really trying to stream as much. everyone's like, well, why didn't you just stream? Why didn't you stream? Well, uh, I'm gonna try to stream as much as I can. I'm gonna try to do what I need to do, and I want to get back to where October, November, and December, January, February, March, April, May, try to stream as much as I can, and bring more and more content on here, like more and more, like really more. Like I'm trying, like during the maybe RuneScape, I don't know, something. I'm gonna try to do something. Like I have tons of games that I don't even play. Like during October, I was going to do like Halloween Horror Month. I was going to do like some kind of games or something. But the place I work at this, like, they're adding races into it. It's really cool. It's really cool that they're adding races into it. It's like really awesome. It's like they don't care about what's going on in the world and everything else. So it's pretty cool. So the difference is at the end of October, I have a couple horror games. I do have a couple of horror games. I might play them. I do have modded, what's it called? Modded Black Ops 3. Some of them zombie maps. I do have those on PC. I do want to stream that. I do have this on PC. He put Shards of Faith on. I'm not even really paying attention to what's going on. I mean, when it comes down to, say, okay. What? I am getting a PlayStation 5. I am going to get a PlayStation 5. I know that for a fact. Okay. That's one thing that's my goal to get is PlayStation 5. Okay. Well, it's not really a goal per se. I did have a PS3, like, I would say a couple months after. Like, I did have a PS3 the first day, but it was back ordered. Remember, guys, it was back ordered when the PS3 came out. Oh, some weird thing happened on the PS3. It was crazy. It came out. It was a 20 gig PlayStation. Remember the 20 gig PlayStations? And it was like, yeah, PlayStations, yeah. I still have mine. Mine still works. I have the day one PS. Actually, the PS4 is turning on, and when it's turning on, it's saying the data's corrupted. The data's corrupted. I'm like, what the hell's going on? The data's corrupted. So I'm looking around. I'm going in here. I backed up all my files and everything else. I backed it up. I don't have any single thing on my PlayStation that's actually, downloaded, unless if it's a DLC and it's different. And I don't see that as corruption either, because they're working fine. So I backed up everything. Okay, I backed up everything, made sure everything was fine. And on Thursday or Friday, I just go in there, refresh everything, license it back up and everything else. You have to register, license, whatever you have to do on the PlayStation. So I fixed that, and now it's not doing that ever again. It's not doing that, so it's good. It didn't turn on. The PlayStation oddly turns on for some odd reason too. Like Like sometimes I have it turned off. Sometimes I'll go on. I haven't done it in a while. Like I would go on Call of Duty World War II and stay in the headquarters. I would just stay in the headquarters. But I haven't done that in a long time. I haven't done that in probably about 3 months now. About 3 months. So, as of that point, everyone's like, wait, what's this person talking about? What's this person talking about? All mumbling or something. What about corruption on the PlayStation? Well, because of the PS5 coming out. The PS5 comes out. Usually the PlayStations will start corrupting or messing up, which I was talking about. When the PS4 was about to come out, the PS3, the one that I had, the PS3, the fan would rev up so loud and it would sound like an airjet plane. Like it would be so loud, like real loud. If I turned on my PS3 right now, it wouldn't do that. Because they opened it up, I cleaned off the thermal paste, cleaned the fan off, dusted it out and everything else. It doesn't sound like that anymore. But as soon as the PS4 came out, it was like 2 weeks before it started doing that. So what I was talking about now was this PS4, the PS4 that I'm playing on right now. It says corrupted data. It says corrupted data error or something, and it goes blue screen, and it'll go blue screen out in here. Like, okay, I'm playing the game, and all of a sudden, blue screen, blue screen, blue screen. So I'm sitting here, okay. I'm not. It's not that point, but as long as it doesn't do that again over time, it's fine. After a certain amount of time, you just don't worry about it. So it did that Friday. Saturday, right. Saturday it did it 3 times to me. So I was like, okay, Saturday, corrupted data. So I went and like I said, reformatted the PlayStation, fixed it, re-signed the license back on there and everything else. And it works fine. And I'm seeing that the fans were revving up. The fans are not revving up anymore. And it's not lagging. You guys notice it's not lagging whatsoever. Usually the PlayStation would start lagging, like it would bounce me back and forth, like Rubber Band. Like bam, 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 like Rubber Band. If you notice this, if you actually notice, there's a off that went down 4 times. And this is only round 10, and we didn't move anywhere. And they have money to go and open up the door. You guys probably like think, well, this person's talking out of his ass or something. Like, yeah, this person's talking out of his ass. Yeah. No, I'm not talking out of my ass. When it comes down to, like I said, Monday I'm gonna start streaming a little bit more, and Tuesday stream a lot more, then Wednesday, then Thursday, then Friday, then Saturday. I'm gonna start streaming a lot more. Because I do miss a lot of streaming, and I did miss a lot of streaming back then. Which, you know, so what else is very, very happy, or kind of happy, is I'm hoping the DLC to Borderlands actually really does good. I'm hoping for that one. Crap. So, what else? Crap. I knew someone was going to talk about that, like the new Call of Duty game and all that, and it's funnier. Because people like, the Call of Duty, it's got Call of Duty name, got the Call of Duty, I gotta buy it. Because it just says Call of Duty, I gotta buy the Call of Duty game. Say Battlefield had done the same game as Modern Warfare had. It's Battlefield and Modern Warfare. Same thing. Okay? They did the same, like copy and then paste it, did everything. Okay? The only difference was it said Battlefield and one said Call of Duty. Had every single thing, had the zombie mode, had the campaign, multiplayer, everything. Everything was the same. Even the microtransactions were the same. Okay? Would you A, buy both of the games? Would you B, buy Call of Duty because it says Call of Duty? C, because you wouldn't buy either one of them because, you know. Or would you just buy Battlefield? That would be D, right? Yeah. Or would you just buy them both just to see if there was a difference? Mostly people just say, hey, they would pick what, B? They would pick B because it would say Call of Duty. Because of the name, people would pick Call of Duty. That'd be the same thing. Say Pepsi makes another Pepsi, okay, but it's not called Pepsi, okay. Say they have the same can, but it's not Pepsi. It'd be like the same thing as Coca-Cola, making the same as Coca-Cola. Made the same can. I mean, say, I don't know how to say this, like, Pepsi made like 2 cans of that Pepsi, okay? But one said Pepsi and the other said, it just said something, like a soda. It just said soda, okay? It was the same, it tasted the same, did every single thing the same, okay? Would you buy the can that said soda or Pepsi? Because it's a name brand, that's why people buy name brand stuff, because they think they trust it more. It has more of a trust. I never really see that as much as, like, there should be a documentary of that. Stuff that gets sold, or things that get sold, why does it have the most popularity of actually have people buying it? A video game to a soft drink to even pants or t-shirts or even Adidas to Nikes, you know, or Jordans or any of them. Why does anybody make that as assumption of buying that stuff? Is it because of the name brand? Is it because it's the name? I mean, Activision can make another Call of Duty game and not label it as Call of Duty. Look at Medal of Honor. Look at Medal of Honor. The same people who built Call of Duty built that game. And that's the funny thing about it. Because it says Medal of Honor, a lot of people ain't gonna buy it because it's not the Call of Duty. But people recognize it as Medal of Honor. If it said Call of Duty Presents Medal of Honor, people would buy it. Right? Here up in the northeast, right up here, I don't know if it's sold in other places. We got a can called Faygo. Yes, it's called Faygo. Or I don't even know if it was called Faygo. It's an off-name brand soda. Okay. I don't know if it's sold in California or any other place. And it's almost the same representative, like, of their counterparts of, like, Mountain Dew, and Sprite, and every other soft drink. Okay. But it's 59 cents cheaper. It's like, I mean, it's 59 cents to almost, it's less than $1 a can. And this is funny because it's cheaper. It's way cheaper to actually get. Okay. But you want to know something? Those places, the places that sell that stuff, they'll have shelves full of that. Shelves and shelves full of that stuff. But guess what sells? Coca-Cola and Pepsi. It's crazy, right? It's crazy to think that. So I was watching another show. The other day. The intelligence of AI, or it's on YouTube. I think it's a documentary of YouTube. I was watching that. How the AI can represent ourselves and everything else. I was watching that. It was a pretty good documentary. How the robots and everything else, and technology, and going through that. And there's big corporations like going through the whole thing and like, yeah, we're going to set this and this and that. We're going to do this whole, you know. This happened in 2019, I think, 2018 to 2019. It was on YouTube. I think it's still on YouTube. So I was watching that. And I'm like, what if it just had a robot, the same robot, and say Walmart builds the same one, okay? Say Walmart goes out and builds the robot. And then you have Amazon that builds the same robot, the same one. Okay? Which one would you pick? Would you buy the robot on Amazon, or would you buy the one on Walmart? The name is what you go for. So it's not like PlayStation or Xbox. That's a different situation. Just like Pepsi and Coca-Cola, it's a different situation. But if you have the same difference of it, that's crazy. Like, say you go to Staples, okay, and you see the same laptop there, and then you go to Walmart, okay. I know I'm saying Walmart too much. You go to Walmart and you see the same laptop sold as is, same amount, same price, everything else. Which one would you go to? And this was like crazy. Say Walmart and Staples were right there, right in front of you, like right across the street, okay? They're only like walking distance. Would you go to Staples or would you go to Walmart to buy this laptop? A lot of people would probably say 75 to 85% of people would actually say Walmart. Because of, I think, the name of Walmart, the trust, probably the refund that they would get if they bring it back if it's broke, and the trust. And that's the same thing as what I was talking about, like the whole Call of Duty. I think a lot of people trust Call of Duty as much as building a better game, listen to their people, their feedback, which they never do. They don't have a community to listen. They don't have a community that would actually say, well, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. No. A community should be the one that gets listened to. When you build a video game, you should automatically listen to your community. There's some game companies, that do listen to people. Then they start making a profit, and then they start not listening. They don't listen to sometimes. They just sit there and say, yeah, we get this, we got this, don't worry. And then 3-4 months later, nothing. Look at the sporting games. I heard Madden, I heard NBA, I heard all the stuff's going really terrible. Like the AI is really terrible. The players on Madden, like, I don't know, messing up. I don't play Madden. I don't play NBA games, or I'm not a sports person. I mean, I know what sports is. Like, I know who's in sports, but I don't really watch sports that much. Like, I know who's in basketball, I know who's in baseball, I know who's in football, hockey. I mean, but when it comes down to, like, say, whoa, this baseball game is terrible. Yeah, it's gonna be terrible. This NBA basketball game, yeah, it's terrible, because they don't listen to who, they're, I don't know, like when you play, like, the baseball games or football games and stuff, you want it to be the same as what you, like, if you're watching it on TV. You can't do that. You can't replicate something that you watch on TV, because those are human people. Those are people out there. Okay. But I see, like, on, like, forum pages, and they're like, oh, this AI sucks, and I can't move my players, and, like, I seen, like, I think NBA 2K14 or 13 it was, where the AI would actually stand on the other side and they would never move. And this Found happens, like it goes crazy. You can actually like corrupt. Yes, you can corrupt your game badly. Even in multiplayer could actually blue screen you and kick you out of the game. It was like I think it was like NBA, or I think it was NBA like 13 or 14. That's exactly why they gave it to us for free on the PS3. I think it was NBA 2012. It was on PlayStation Plus. Yeah, blue screen definitely sucked. And when you have a corrupted data, it really corrupts it like badly, where you actually have to format the PlayStation hard drive, put the firmware back on there, and it's terrible. That's when EA didn't really do games like they were doing. What I was talking about is, if you're gonna build another Call of Duty game, and I always said this back in like March or April, I said they need to make Call of Duty games way better than what they say. And I said, listen to all the people that talk about it. Listen to your streamers. Look at, if they were making another like zombie game, don't listen to all the bigger zombie players. Look at the smaller group too at the same time. And there's things that I would change on a zombie game. I'm sick and tired of the Simon Said part. This right here. This Simon Says. It's been done. The elements need to go. I don't want to see like the electricity to why did that person leave? The electricity to like shredder and everything else, the head cutter. I see that on staffs. I see that on Origins. I see that on, I'm sick and tired of that. I don't want to see that. Next zombies, you don't want to see that electricity stuff. Do you? Do you want to see the 4-part people that have to sit there and hit tones together? Oh, I'm going to hit a tone, and then you have to sit there and wait for the other people hitting the tones together. Like, yeah, you have to hit this tone. You hit the tone. Wait for the person. I don't want to see that at all. That's another thing I would love to change. If a person hits the tone, everyone gets forced to put back in the middle part right there. It should go to cut scene right off the back. Are you guys ready? I'm hitting the tone. Hit the tone. Same thing as the Rat King's lair right there. The Rat King's lair right there. Like you go inside the Rat King as soon as you hit the PM. As soon as you hit PM. Then the Rat King, you start Rat King boss. That's the only one that does that. Radioactive. Everyone has to go and hit the rate down at the bottom. These ones you have to hit the tones together. They don't listen to some people. The last thing, which if they actually did it, was split screens need to play with split screens. And how do I say split screens need to play with split screens? Say you go into a lobby and you see one split screens, okay? You see one set of split screens in there. You're sitting there like, okay, you're in there, and then you get stuck getting in there. Usually split screens should play with split screens. So 2 split screens, another split screen there. It doesn't happen. Doesn't happen whatsoever. You can even test this theory out. Get 2 controllers, put a name up there, and see how many times you get put in with the split screen. It never will happen. It will never, ever, ever happen. Even on Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, it will never happen. And yes, in theory, that doesn't happen. Crazy? Yeah. I was trying to move backwards, but it don't matter to me. I was trying to like go back around. I'm trying to talk. But you know what I'm talking about, how consumption it does happen, or how it actually does happen between how I'm not gonna go that way because he took all the zombies that way, and I would like to go help that guy that went down, but if I would've went that way, still I would've went down. See, I couldn't get down there in time. So, indifference is when we do talk about video games or talk about how people predict and how they go through the whole. Well, did you see what Call of Duty did? Did you see the Call of Duty Zombies did? Did you see? I don't care about Call of Duty. I never really do care about it. I never bought another Call of Duty. I'm not going to buy another Call of Duty unless it's really good. And that means it has to actually have the sparkle to me, which when they released this game, and yes, this is what happened, when they showed Spaceland off to this, when they actually showed Spaceland to this game, I was like, I'm buying it. I'm buying this game. It wasn't the multiplayer, it wasn't that, it wasn't the campaign. I just bought it because of this zombies. The way it looked. It wasn't because, oh, it's the 80s style. It just, I don't know, it just looked really good. I was like, okay. I didn't buy MW. I didn't buy Call of Duty MW. And I bought Black Ops 4, but I got it for $30. I even tweeted that out too when it came out. I wasn't gonna stay on here for very long. I wasn't really gonna stay on here, So I'm hoping these guys go down, so then I can go and leave. But I was going to tell you guys, like, Monday I'm going to start streaming, such and such. You know, Thursday I would stream, but because of, I got like 9 different things to do, which I always say I have 9 things to do. I've been playing this, what's that called on Google? I've been playing, you guys have the speaker, Google speaker, right? So I pop it on sometimes. I pop on a Google speaker. I pop it on and I say song quiz, talk to song quiz. So I'm sitting there like, okay, song quiz. And I go 90 songs or 2,000 songs or something, or 80 songs, and I'm playing this, okay? I won 22 straight games. Some people don't even know. Like, this is the funny thing about it. If you play like the 80s, I'm not 90s. Some songs, like Tag Team, Whoop There It Is or something like that. Sometimes they would play it and it was like Tag Team back again, and I'm like, oh, that's Tag Team. They just say it, their name right there, Tag Team. And it was like, 14% of people don't even know that's Tag Team. I'm like, really? So I play that a lot too. I play it. It's not because of, you know, I'm a DJ. It's like I just know the songs. So if you play like tag team, I mean, did they get that? Okay. If you play Talk the Song Quiz, if you go on, if you have Google, and you have a Google like a thing, it's just say Talk the Song Quiz. Movie quiz, talk the movie quiz is not that great. So I'll sit there and talk. I'll be like, yeah, you know. So I'll do that. Well, you know, I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe bringing that down here and maybe do that a couple times. Talk to a song quiz. Maybe be like, yeah, song quiz. What's this one and this one and this one? You guys be like, whoa, this person knows every song. Yeah, I kind of do. I kind of do know a lot of songs. But, no. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's me, DJ Blue Eyes, you know. No, I'm just joking. Wait. No, I would never do that, guys. I would never say, hey, this is DJ Blue Eyes. Did I ever want to do that? No. You know what? This is DJ Blue Eye. See, I want to have like an eyeball looking at you. No, not the scary eyeball. Like an intro. Like it would be cool if you have an eyeball that comes in and it goes like, you know how like if you ever watched 007. If you ever watched 007, the what was it called? James Bond. You know how James Bond did that eyeball, like where he goes back and forth. Bond, James Bond, you know. And then that's where the eyeball would be, like the blue eyeball. That would be cool to have that as an intro. DJ Blue Eyes welcomes. That'd be cool. Oh yeah. 37 out of 50 ain't bad. Now, so did you guys hear about AMC is not gonna put on, because usually they put The Walking Dead on, and yes, they usually start The Walking Dead marathon in October. So we'll do like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's what they do on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. In October, they'll put The Walking Dead on. This year, they ain't gonna do that. I heard that they're gonna do Halloween, the 31 days of Halloween, and I think that's a good idea. I think that's a great idea. The reason why I'm thinking that's a great idea is because The Walking Dead is played out like crazy. It's in like syndicated from like, what was it? 2 to 3 stations are playing it over and over and over. It's like you watch a TV show and you remember it back in the 90s and you watch every episode. Every freaking episode. So you remember every episode. Imagine 365 days of watching the same episodes. I mean, King of Queens. You watch King of Queens, right? And there was only nine seasons of that. I knew every episode. I knew every single thing. Just like The Middle. I know every episode. Okay. What I was talking about is The Walking Dead does the same thing. I didn't watch. The only part I didn't watch was like I stopped watching the Walking Dead when the governor, the guy with the eye patch, that was the last episode I actually watched. I haven't watched The Walking Dead ever since that. It was the governor and he had his daughter locked up or something, up in a cover or whatever he was doing. That was it. I think that was when Michonne was actually the first episodes. Like Michonne was around. I haven't watched The Walking Dead ever. Like after that season, I just stopped watching it. Because it's all played out. It's always the same seasons. It's always the same thing that's going on. And I was getting tired of it. And like, I can understand it gets like 1 minute. Like the first episode, it's, oh, the groups are back. The groups are going to be back. This is what's going to happen. We're going to stay together. Then the second episode, it's like, oh, you're going to go find this. And then, okay. The third episode, they split up. The fourth episode, it's like, oh, they found this group of people, or this group of people captured them, and now they're gonna get killed. And now, I stopped watching it altogether. You can watch every episode and know what goes on. Like, oh, this is the episode. It's like a brand new episode. You'd be like, oh, this is a brand new episode. Okay, this comes on Sunday. Okay, cool. This is the episode that they're probably gonna find these other group of guys, and they're gonna come in and they're gonna kill 2 people because they're gonna turn into zombies. So these 2 guys are gonna probably be in the group now because, you know, they have to fit in. They have to have so many people in a group, 10 people in a group. So they have to kill 2 people off to get 2 people in. Make it fresher. That's what they always say. Make it fresh. So I stopped watching The Walking Dead since that time. I mean, don't get me wrong, The Walking Dead was actually cool when it first came out. Like, now it's just sad, and it just lags into like a lot of stuff. Like, not ping lag where it's like ping lag is from the internet. It just, say if you watch the soaps, okay? If people watch the soaps, say you watch Bold and the Beautiful, Days of Our Lives, Young and the Restless, one of them shows, okay? And you watch it every single day. You watch every episode, okay? And then one person dies out of weird, like something, and then that starts in October, say that, okay? And then next year they'll have like remembering of the person. They'll have like little clips of that person, January, February. By March or April, they'll bring that person back. Oh, I wasn't dead. I was on an island or something. It gets old. It gets really, really old. That's what The Walking Dead does. It gets old, fast, quick. That's what it does. And that's what I was referring to the Call of Duty. Call of Duty refers that as getting old. A newer generation might not see that in that direction as getting old towards that point. What I was more referring to the people who actually played Call of Duty at the very beginning. And that was the other cool thing, was I was making a segue towards it. Was, you know, some people don't know when to stop on Call of Duty. Some people don't. I mean, I don't know when to stop on Call of Duty playing these kind of zombies. But one day I'm gonna go and actually quit these zombies, these ones. But I'm gonna move on to a different game. I'm gonna move on and play a different game, or move on and do something else. I used to play War at War like 24/7. I used to have, you know, 5 or 6 people who used to come on here and play. And they said every single day we would get up, eat, sleep, play Call of Duty. That's all. That's all we would do. But not anymore. So, never... What the hell is this guy trying to do? Actually run right with me? See? I mean, I could look up the song. I can look up the song that they were playing on the last episode that I actually watched on The Walking Dead. That's how much vivid memory that I have on a call on that The Walking Dead. I was about to say call it dead. The Walking Dead. I think that was I don't know. I don't know if that was the last episode, last season to the episode. I just up and quit watching it. Yeah, this person died, this person died, this person died. I'm like, I don't even care. Stop watching it. So, I'm glad that AMC chooses to do Halloween 31 days. I'm glad that happened. I'm glad that Freeform is doing 31 days of Halloween too. It used to be 13 days of Halloween. I'm hoping they do 25 days of Christmas, which should be more extended towards that point. Yeah, I know. Talk a lot about TV, but I don't watch TV. Best Halloween movie that I love to watch was actually on the other day. Yes, it was actually on a couple days ago. It was called Monster Squad. If you guys ever watched Monster Squad, it was on a IFC. I think it was on IFC. It was on like Saturday or Sunday. It was on Saturday. It was Monster Squad, Goonies, and The Gate. If you guys ever watch a scary movie, if you ever watch a scary movie, watch The Gate. It's actually a really good movie. I don't know, because how could you actually say this, okay? Like, out of the blue, okay, the tree goes down, you know, they go into to this hole, they get a meteor rock, and weird things start happening, and, you know, the house is like kind of like haunted, kind of. I can't really say, because that's giving out too much information when it comes down to that. Too much, well, if you guys wanted to like watch the movie, you guys would know what it would be. So, if you're gonna watch a movie in this year Halloween, pick up movies, like a couple movies. I can even do a list of horror movies that you guys would think it's horror movies, but it's scary movies. It's cool movies that, like Monster Squad, The Gate. Why would you place it down? Let me do a top 10. I'll do a top 10 this year. My top 10 favorite movies of Halloween. I know for a fact people are like, wait, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is not a scary movie. Actually, it is a scary movie. Trick or Treat is actually it's kind of a weird, obscure movie when it comes down to that. You have Murder Midnight Train. What's the other one? There was like tons of movies I think that's scary. There's like movies that I actually know from the 30s and 40s that are really good. I don't think, like, right now, spooky movies now are not spooky at all. And the reason why it's all computer graphics is always computer CG and all that other stuff. Like if you took like say Gremlins, okay, that was puppets. You know. Return of Oz. If you guys ever watched that movie called Return of Oz. Labyrinth was actually kind of like parts of it was scary because of the Muppets, the puppeteers. It was just really that, you know. If you look at a scary movie now, it's just bad, very bad graphics, very bad. It's just so bad of computer graphics. You can tell what's bad and what's. Like, can you name a scary movie right now, 2000 to 2020 right now? I got hit by that? I actually got hit by that? Like, I could say, what would be your favorite scary movie back in 2000 to 2019? What was your favorite scary movie from 2000 to 2019? Can you guys actually know a movie from that time? Like, it's really scary? I mean, you could do 80s movies, you could do 70s movies, you could pick out 10 scary movies in the 80s. Okay, I'll do this fun thing, okay? Pick 10 movies that were scary in the 70s. Pick 10 movies in the 80s. Okay. Pick 10 movies in the 90s that were really scary. And now in 2000 to 2019, yes, I'm going to give you the whole entire time. Pick out 30 movies that were actually scary. I don't think anybody can fill that page up. That you actually watched. That you actually watched those movies and said they were scary. Like, yeah. Can you pick 30 movies that were actually scary? I used to be scared when I watched The Never Ending Story, when the Rock guy used to come out in the 80s. I used to be scared of that. There was like a lot of movies. Scary movie 1, Scary Movie 2 is not a scary movie. It's not. You could say it was a kind of a scary movie, but because it was supposed to be a joke kind of movie, those don't count. And a scary movie, the first scary movie first came out in the 90s. And the Scream 2 came out in, like, Scary Movie 2 came out in 2001, then it doesn't count because it's still in the 90s, because that's a collection. That's a collection. Like, if you took Mission Impossible came out in 98, okay? And then you look, Mission Impossible 2 didn't come out until 2002 or something like that. Mission Impossible 3 didn't come out in 2000, I don't know. I'm just saying this, giving you an example. I would go by the whole Mission Impossible 1. That's a collection. Even because Fast and Furious came out. The Fast and Furious, you were saying Fast and Furious, and then Too Fast, Too Furious came out in 2001. And then Fast 5 came out in 2005. Things like that. That would just relate back to the first movie. Because that was a collection. So no, they do not count those. Okay, that's what I was saying. They don't really count. So can you actually do scary movies from 2000 to 2019? And I know for a fact people are gonna put Freddy versus Jason. Freddy versus Jason was a boring movie. I don't even think, was Jason X? What year did Jason X come out? If you're saying Aliens versus Predator, that came out long time ago, and I really don't. I don't think a versus movie a movie. They're not really considered as a movie. They're considered as a fan. What kind of like Fanicon movies where people suggest those movies like Superman versus Batman, things like that. That's like Fanicon. Those movies don't really exist. I know, you're like, they do exist, they're there. No. Verse movies are not. That's like Ghostbusters meeting the I don't know, say Scooby-Doo. Like Ghostbusters meeting Scooby-Doo. Or something, versus. It's not a movie. It's a Famicom. It's fans that make movies that say, oh, this would be a good idea, this would be a good idea, this would be a good idea. No. Then it turns out terrible. That's like Ghostbusters making Ghostbusters 2016. That's like Ocean's 8. It's like Ocean's 12, 13, and then they go back to see Ocean's 8. Just don't do that. Just don't. So, I know, I shouldn't have been on here. I've been on here for an hour at least. I was just doing a couple things. I was trying to tell you guys what I was going to do. I got to go do a couple things. I might be on later on tonight. I might. I was like just doing this for like 2 seconds. I didn't think I was going to actually be on here for very long. So, if you could actually do this, pick. And if you want to, you could do a top 50. You could do a top 50 your favorite movies in 1970s, 1980s. You could do a top 50 there. 90s, you could do a top 50. But I bet you can't do a top 50 on 2000 and 2019. And I know for a fact that some people can't do that. The craziness of the 2000 to 2019. You're gonna have like what was it? Eminem, Lil Nicky. You're gonna have Big Daddy and all them. It's basically more of an Adam Sandler 2000, 2005. You're gonna have Wedding Crashers with Vince Vaughn from him to couple. Like you gotta think about this. But I will be back on. If not, I should be back on sometime this week. I should be back on sometime. Okay?